Yes, people, how are we doing? The Liverpool Prophet back again with more Liverpool related content, news, transfers, etc. All things Liverpool related. I'm back and I'm here to talk about obviously the transfer news is newsing, as I like to say. We have got Isak situations going on, we've got the two centre back situations going on, and we have news on a potential winger as well. I mean, I don't know about this left winger position situation. It looks a little bit strange, but yeah, we'll get into that as well. Before we get into the video, guys, do remember to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you have not already done so, and drop a comment down below and let me know your opinions. That would go much appreciated. So, yeah, I guess we'll start with Alexander Isak now. There's not much to report on Isak today, to be fair. Yesterday, obviously, we found out he's made clear he no longer wants to be at Newcastle. He's made clear he has basically no intention of being in their squad or playing for them ever again, pretty much cementing his exit and his move to Liverpool. So we know that Isak will be a Liverpool player. Is there much to talk about today on him? Not really. Obviously, there are rumours now of a second bid for Isak going in. I think everyone expected this, to be fair. Everyone expected Liverpool to go back in with a second bid for Alexander Isak. I did see a lot of people saying that once the first bid got rejected, that was it. Liverpool had made their offer. They weren't going to go in again, and that was the end of it. But I think most of us expected the first bid to get rejected and Liverpool to have to go and bid in again. Do I think the second bid gets rejected too? I do. I think potentially we could see another bid rejected for apparently being too low. So I definitely see another bid being rejected. I think the third bid might be the bid that gets this deal over the line. We're probably going to end up having to spend around 135 to 40 million. So yeah, we're looking at a big chunk of money being spent on Alexander Isak. So yeah, the second bid is going to go in. The second bid will go in. It's just a matter of time. Not too sure exactly on the details on how much Liverpool will bid this time around. Obviously, the bid of 120 million the first time around got rejected by Newcastle because they valued it as too low. This bid has to be higher than 120 million. It's going to have to be somewhere between, I'd say, 130 to 135 million at least. It's got to be something that Newcastle will look at and think, okay, we can actually do business with you guys now. You guys have come in with a respectable offer, and you're not coming in to take the mick with a low offer, which is, I feel, we might not see it like that, but I feel Newcastle definitely saw the first bid as very disrespectful and way too low. If we go in with 130 or 135 million, I think they'll be a lot more prone and a lot more likely to want to actually do business with us. So yeah, Isak to Liverpool, like I said, matter of days, and I'd expect the second bid to come and to happen really very soon. So keep an eye on the second bid. I do think the second bid is on its way. Like I said, I think 130 to 135 million will be the second bid. And we'll see where it goes from there. We'll see if Newcastle are more lenient and more prone to do business this time. Because look, they've got to sell now. They have to sell now. Isak, he's made clear he doesn't want to be part of their training sessions. He doesn't want to rejoin their squad. He doesn't want to really. He's made clear he doesn't want nothing to do with them no more. So the logical choice here and the logical thing to do here is to sell the person or the player to Liverpool. And I think Newcastle will realise this eventually once they get over their temper tantrums and their stops, and once their fans stop crying. I think they will realise that the logical and the sensible thing in this scenario would be to sell the player on. They have to realise it, man. They have to realise it. They cannot try and force Isak to stay. And they cannot do that. So hopefully Newcastle and their fans come to their senses on this transfer and this saga. It will help a lot, and it will make business between the two clubs a lot easier if both of us are seeing things on the same page. So expect the second bid to come in very, very soon. Moving on, I wanted to talk about the centre-back situation now. Like I said, Guehi to Liverpool yesterday has agreed personal terms. The here we go, and that will probably be very, very soon. Within the next couple of days, I think we'll get a here we go on the Mark Guehi situation. So there's one centre-back we brought in, but like I said before, we need two. We need two centre-backs, and the club have actually, for once, gone out and seen that we need two of a position instead of just bringing in one. So it looks like now we could be going in, and I think we will be going in for Giovanni Leone, who I think, having watched a bit of highlights and having seen what he's about, is a decent centre back. Obviously, coming from the Serie A, we know in the Serie A, the teams in the Serie A, they play very pragmatic and defensive ball. So you know that there's a reason they produce such high quality centre backs, because their entire football structure mostly is to do with defending and being defensively solid, which is why they produce such good centre backs. And Leone, I think he is a perfect centre back to come in and to play as cover, and if needs be, play as a starter. So Leone to Liverpool, it looks very likely to happen as well. So we've gone from being a little bit lost on who we're going to get in as a centre back to the Guehi links having gone very quiet, almost looking like they won't happen, to now having agreed personal terms with Mark Guehi and in the hunt, and most likely going to be putting in a bid and an offer for Giovanni Leone. So the centre back situation within a week has, dare I say, been sorted out and been rectified. And I'm very happy about that. Very happy about that. Like I said, we let Joe Matip go 2 seasons ago now. We didn't really replace him. And I feel now, bringing in two centre-backs, I feel we are replacing him. Now we'll have 5, I think, very, very good centre-backs at the club, if they happen. We'll have Virgil van Dijk, Ibrahim Konate, Joe Gomez, Mark Guehi, and Giovanni Leone. Those are some very good defensive and centre-back options to pick from, and I'd be very happy with them. So Leone looks like it will happen, and Guehi as well. That's, I think, a matter of time for the here we go. I think the here we go will be very, very soon on Mark Guehi. I'm buzzing. I'm absolutely buzzing, man. Here I was, like I said, thinking the window had gone a bit quiet, that we were done now, that, yeah, the window started off well, but ultimately, again, we will be left short somewhere. But how wrong was I? After a week off, Liverpool are back in the market, back signing players, and back trying to improve the squad even further for Arne Slot, which is great to see. I love to see it. Moving on to the final talking discussion, a left winger. Now, like I said, guys, a left winger for me is very, very vital. With the centre-back situation looking to be rectified, well, obviously the centre-back situation will be stacked there. I feel we're stacked in the midfield already, and I feel up top now is where we are looking a little bit thin at the moment. Obviously, we have sold Darwin Núñez to Al Hilal. We have sold Luis Diaz to Bayern Munich. We unfortunately lost Diogo Jota in a tragedy. So we've lost 3 forwards and we've only brought 1 in. People say 2 with Wirtz. I don't class Wirtz as a forward. I think he's an attacking midfielder. So we've only brought 1 in, Hugo Ekitike. So we're very, very light, I feel, up top at the moment. Obviously, off the right, we have Mohamed Salah and Federico Chiesa as things stand. So we have good right-wing options. Also, Rio Ngumo as well, who can also play there should Chiesa leave and, cover for Salah. So I think off the right wing, we are good. I look at up top and I look at on the left wing. I think we're very, very limited at the moment. We've only got Ekitike really as our main striker, one striker at the moment. Off the left wing, we've only got Cody Gakpo as our natural left winger. I know Ekitike can play off the left, but I don't really want to play him off the left. I want to play him as a striker. So I feel we need a striker and I feel we need a left winger. The striker situation will fix itself. We will bring in Alexander Isak. So that will be rectified. I'm not seeing much on the left winger though. And I can't lie, that's really, really bugging me. I'm not seeing much on a left winger. There were the Rodrigo links, obviously, earlier on in the window. They've gone very quiet. It looks like he is likely to stay at Real Madrid. There were links to Anthony Gordon and Fofana. I can't lie, those names don't excite me really. So we're not looking at a left winger, it looks like, and I can't lie, that is kind of disappointing me. It looks like we're probably going to end up in a situation where we end up using Hugo Kitike as a striker and a left winger. And for me, that's not ideal. It's not ideal. I'd rather have cover across the whole attack rather than just playing one player in two positions. I think we should be looking at bringing a left winger in because really we've had a very good window. You know, we're stacked everywhere. There's cover everywhere. Why are we going to leave one position untamed? Why are we going to go into the season with being a left winger down? It would just make no sense to me. So hopefully FSG and Liverpool and Arne Slot look at the left wing situation and decide to not only go for the two centre backs and Isak, but also further it by going for a left winger too. Hopefully, Slot sees that and the club sees that too, and we go get a left winger in somewhere from somewhere. So yeah, hopefully, guys, fingers crossed. But guys, that is it for me today. I'm gonna head off. It's been a blast as usual. Before you do leave, do remember to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and drop a comment down below. For now, guys, I'm gonna head off. Liverpool profit. Peace out. I'll be back very soon with more news. Up the Reds. Let's go.